excuse my appearance. I just got home from work, but I decided to sit down and chat with y'all. But I've been kind of feeling like doing some more like chit chat videos, and I've been liking it and like just talking to y'all. Today I wanted to sit down and talk about right now the times are so weird, and I feel like a lot of people don't have much motivation, and I just wanted to sit down and talk about like motivation and hard work and you know, like success will find you, and the, I don't know, illusion that you might have to work really, really hard for something for years to get what you want. And that's true, but at the same time, it can also be an illusion in the sense of maybe you can be so blind to what you're working for that you are missing other opportunities throughout. So I'm going to kind of talk about my experience with success, where I am today, how I got there, and yeah. I think my biggest accomplishment, I would say, and consider success on a life level, like of life accomplishments on like a grander scale, would be something I stuck to for a long time. I think I was really little when I decided I wanted to do this. Then I kind of forgot about it, and then I pursued it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is that I graduated when I was 16. So I graduated a year early, and I would say that's like my biggest accomplishment by far. Also, I have snacks, so I will be eating that because I'm a little hungry. Biggest accomplishment, like, so far. I've done like a lot since then, but like my first kind of big accomplishment. So how I did that was I was 12, I was in 8th grade, and I was like, I'm gonna graduate a year early. And I knew people that had done it, and so I was like, I want to do it. So I pushed myself, and I did online courses in the summer, and then I did courses, like, so we'd have electives in my high school, and so I would do, like, instead of changing my elective second semester, I would do a grade up. So I would do, like, say I did like Spanish 9 one semester, I would do Spanish 10 the next semester, so I had the credits, and was able to pursue the classes I wanted to pursue. And then I was doing some courses online during the summers. Not a lot, not like a whole year's worth or anything like that, but just like I did like probably 4 in total. I want to say 4. Yeah. So I did that. I ended up graduating early, and I'm very proud of myself for it. I encourage every single person I know that is not graduated to graduate early too, because it's like high school is just not real life. So I will like never regret it and never look back on it. So if you want to graduate a year early, go for it. I think there was like more on my simple things, but I planned it out so that it would be simple and it wouldn't be like something that I would feel unmotivated to do after a certain amount of time, and that I would just get tired because of overworking myself. So that's like, I think like the biggest thing I learned from that accomplishment was balance, like to not overwork myself and to not set impossible goals or like unrealistic goals, because it was summer, so I kind of like had to come to the conclusion, like the first summer I worked really hard and I overworked myself, and I never saw friends because I just wanted to get my schoolwork done. But I overworked myself, and with that, like, there should always be balance. If you are wanting to accomplish anything, there should be balance between like self-love, self-care, relaxing, working hard, and then other things, and just having fun. So that was like, yeah, my my biggest accomplishment, like my first like big accomplishment, I would say. And then YouTube, of course, is something I've always worked on and worked towards, building a following and creating a community. And that is something I know I talked about in my last video. Like, the whole video was about like my YouTube journey. So I won't get too much into detail with that, but make sure I'll link it down below, so you guys can have a look at it if you want to see it. But I worked very hard on it to the point where I was getting very inspired. I was getting super motivated to post and edit and spend all my time and energy doing that. But I realized this year probably the most that I was blinded by so many other opportunities because I was focusing on, like the standard, one day I'm going to live in California, I'm going to have financial freedom because I'm going to make YouTube videos, I'm going to have great friends that I can make YouTube videos with, I'm going to, have a Tesla and all that. And I really focused on that, which is not wrong, but I didn't look at like the other passions in my life, and I focused solely on growing my channel and like being a YouTuber as a career. And I worked hard for it, and sometimes it can feel like failure and you're working so hard towards something and nothing's happening, but they're really just opening the door to more possibilities. And that's the biggest thing, that like it's just allowing me to exercise more opportunities and possibilities in my own life, and kind of take a step back from YouTube and realize, hey, this isn't working, but I do have other passions and I do have other hobbies, and it's okay to exercise those things and not be like solely on one task and one goal. And I think that's like the biggest thing, not only balance, but also focusing on other things as well. Don't like, you can give it your all, but don't like just focus on it, because in the end, if it doesn't work out that way, you will feel failure, but and like disappointment, and just shame for not accomplishing what you wanted to, because there's a reason for everything in life. And I like 1000% believe that and say that to anybody. And I think that it's important to realize that, oh, maybe the reason why it's not working out is because it's not the time for that right now, or something better is coming but I just can't see it. And so, as you know, I did like a huge series on Rise to Success, and I really thought it would hit off, and like it's my Rise to Success, really focusing on YouTube. And once I kind of pulled back a little bit, I didn't post for a few weeks there, maybe even like a month or so, and I wasn't putting all my time and effort into YouTube and making videos. And all of a sudden I got an amazing job opportunity doing something that I could only dream of doing, like at this age, which I am 19 and I already have a career, which is crazy to me which is like so like shocking to me, because I thought I'd have to go to school for at least like 5-6 years to be able to do like have a career, right? And so when I finally took a step back, this career opportunity came to me. I wasn't looking for it at all, and it came to me, and now I have an amazing career in the beauty industry doing something I love. And I kind of am remembering my other passion of beauty, and I think it's so amazing. Like, I think that's really important too, is just like taking the time to realize that your passions are your passions for a reason, and you have multiple for a reason. You don't have to do one thing for the rest of your life. They say that people change their career 5 times within their lifetime. And I think that's so important to think about, because I am somebody that believes in dreams, and that dreams are meant to be chased. And I am somebody that believes that passions are meant to be fulfilled. Being able to find out, like, not focusing all your energy and putting all your eggs into one basket, and finding all your different passions and elements that you thrive in, and being able to look at all of them and say, hey, like, where do I want to start somewhere. If it doesn't work, and if it doesn't, fulfill your goals that you have in your life, change it. Move on to, like, your other passion and start there, and just keep growing and keep moving between passions. Find where to begin your life and where to begin your journey of success. And I think a lot of people forget that, because they work so hard on one thing, and they get so stuck on one thing, that they forget that they have multiple passions and multiple dreams and multiple things that they want to do with their life and life goals, because they're so focused on one thing. So if I could say anything to anybody out there today that may not be feeling super motivated and may feel like super defeated because their success or their hard work hasn't paid off yet, is to use balance, to be able to take that step back and assess your situation and your opportunities and your possibilities, and assess, like, how much time you're putting into this thing. Maybe it's too much time, and maybe it's not enough, but it's important to have balance of time and balance of, energy. And, if maybe you're staying up all night to do something and you're not sleeping, it's important to be able to sleep, because that's what's going to get you going the next day, to stay motivated and to keep going on your journey to success. So yeah, I think that's super important. And I think, like, if you want to do anything, go for it. But just remember, like, I think everybody has multiple goals in their life that are all different pathways, and it could be super simple, like moving to a different country for a year. Maybe you're still focused on working hard and making enough money to be able to do that you're not realizing that maybe there's another job out there for you in this place that you want to move to. Once you kind of allow yourself to have the time to think. And somebody told me this a few weeks ago, and I looked bored, so they came up to me and they said, you look bored. And I was like, oh, well, like and they said that the best ideas come from when you're bored. And I'm sure you've heard that before, but breaking it down, it actually allows yourself to think about other things and to come up with other ideas. And I encourage everybody that may not feel super motivated or feeling like they failed at something because they're not finding that success that they were looking for, or anything like that, to just remember that if you give yourself time and you give yourself, like, space to have boredom, you will find out why. And just, like, sitting with yourself and just sitting there, you will find out why things aren't working out the way that you intend them to, and why, like, the things aren't being accomplished the same way. And you'll think of other ideas and other opportunities that may get you somewhere else in life, but then may also get you in the same place, but just a different way of getting there. So I also encourage everybody to allow themselves to be bored. Just do it. Allow yourself to be bored. Balance, boredom, and determination, because you do need determination to allow for success. But like I said, it's so important to have balance, that you don't want to be, like, super duper duper, like, 1,000% determined, because everybody needs balance. So, thank you guys so much for watching and just chatting with me. I guess this was kind of a mukbang because I was eating, which I felt kind of weird about eating like while just like talking. So, thanks for watching. I hope that you are feeling better about your success journey, and maybe you're feeling more motivated, and maybe you're able to allow yourself to have that break. I am telling you, if you don't tell yourself to have that break, this is me telling you. Take that break, get that rest, get that sleep that you need, and be good to yourself. There's a bug. And be so good to yourself on your journey to success, because everybody knows success is hard work. So be good to yourself, be bored, and take that break that you need and get that rest that you need, because we all know everybody needs rest. So thank you so much for watching. This is Posty signing off. That's all, folks. That's all.